welcome back to my channel. My name is Emilie, and today we're going to be flowing through a leg intensive yoga flow. We're not going to be moving that fast, but there are going to be some very challenging shapes such as pistol squat and just other really strengthening postures that we're going to move through. Of course, do not be intimidated. You can always work around them or do a simpler or easier version of the shape that I'm going to cue. I will give modifications. And I have the blocks here, but you do not need them. I'm probably not going to use them, but if, for example, you know that you are lacking the strength to go into a pistol squats, the blocks can be a really, really useful tool for that. But besides that, we don't need anything. So let's get started. We're going to start in child's pose. You can make your way there with the knees wide apart, big toes together, and then we will just rest the forehead down on the mat. Let's take these first few moments to let go of the day that has just passed or the night that has passed if you're practicing in the morning. To give yourself a moment to ground yourself on your mat. So anything that you did today or have to do does not matter for the next few moments of the practice. Try to give yourself your full attention. Try to be fully present. And to encourage the body to let go, we will take 3 cleansing breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth. Deep breath in. Exhale, release. 2 more like that. Inhale. Exhale, release. And last one. And let it go. Now let's start to breathe deeply in and out of the nose. About 3 more breaths here. And if you have Ujjayi breath in your practice, you can already start to engage it now, which is restricting the back of the throat to make your breath audible and to create a lot of internal energy. On your next exhale, let's slide the right arm underneath the left shoulder, threading the needle. 3 deep breaths here. And then breathing in, let's come back to child's pose. Exhale, left arm slides underneath the right shoulder. And then breathing in, let's come back to child's pose. And now we're going to walk the hands all the way back to the knees. Let's bring the knees together. And then let's bring both hands on top of the knees. And we'll move through a few rounds of seated cat and cow. So breathing in, let's pull the chest through the arms, gaze up. Exhaling, let's round the spine, lean back. Inhaling, let's pull through. Exhaling to round. Again, breathing in to open. Exhale, lean back, round. And one more time. Exhaling to round. Now breathing in, let's straighten the spine, stand up on your knees. Right hand will hold the left wrist. Let's side bend to the right. And staying strong through your core here, making sure you're not collapsing into the right side. Inhale, let's come back up through center, and then left arm or left hand holds the right wrist, side bend to the left. Inhaling, let's come back up through center. Exhaling, let's bring the hands to the heart space. Lean all your weight into your left knee. And we're going to bring the right knee into the chest and just balance here. Try to lift up as high as you can for 5. Quite wobbly today. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's step the right foot towards the top of the mat. Bring the hips down, reach the arms up, Anjaneyasana. Good, rolling the shoulders slightly in, gazing up at the thumbs. Making sure you're engaging the left glute. Exhaling, let's interlace the hands at the lower back. Open up the heart, tuck the left toes, and let's make our way into half splits. So actively pulling the chest forward, pulling the hips back, trying to keep your spine nice and straight. Now let's release the fingertips, point the right toes, and then let's lift 5 times for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Kick off your left leg, standing splits, left leg reaches up high. Let's just go ahead and circle the left ankle in one direction and in the other. Next exhale, let's cross the left foot behind the right. Breathe in, halfway lift. Exhale to fold over your legs, maybe grabbing opposite hand to opposite elbow just to add a little bit of a balance challenge here. Maybe even adding a bit of a sway. And then let's release the hands down on the mat. Inhale with a flat back, rise up high mountain. Exhale, hands to the heart space, left knee into the chest. Let's cross the left ankle over the right knee, figure 4, and hold for 3. And now let's step the left foot to the back of the mat, and then plant the hands, drop the left knee, extend the right leg back. Right arm reaches up, let's open up the chest to the right. As you breathe out, bend your right knee, come into a little bit of a back bend, maybe kicking the right foot into your right hand. And slowly, let's release, extend the right leg back, right arm up, and then let's drop the right foot, right arm reaches over the right ear. Next inhale, reach both arms up towards the sky. Exhale, side bend over the right leg. And then let's cartwheel both hands down to the mat. Come on the ball of the right foot. Lift the left knee into the chest, and then let's tap the floor for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release, come back to tabletop. 3 rounds of cat and cow, breathing in, drop the belly, open up the heart. Exhale, push the mat away, round the spine. Inhaling to open. Exhale to round, tucking the chin into the chest, tucking the tailbone. 1 more. Exhale, round. Inhale, come back to a neutral spine. Now let's stand on the knees, both arms reach up. Exhale, hands to the heart space. Either toes can stay untucked or tuck them. Tuck them, and then if this is too easy, untuck them, because untucked is really difficult. We will stay in one line, spine with the thighs, and then try to bring the hips down to the heels for 5, 4, 3, just go as far as you can, 2, and 1. Come back through center, untuck the toes, bring all the weight into your right knee, left knee into the chest, and hold for 3. Keeping a point of focus, 2, and 1. Release. Bring the hips down and forward, Anjaneyasana, reaching the arms above the head, maybe clasping the hands and gazing up at the thumbs. As you breathe out, let's interlace the hands at the lower back, preferably the opposite grip. Tuck the right toes, and then pull the hips back, reach the chest forward, half splits. And now let's release both hands, point the left toes, and then let's lift that left leg for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Standing splits, right leg reaches up high. Let's circle the right ankle in one direction and the other. Now right foot crosses behind the left. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to fold, maybe again grabbing opposite hand to opposite elbow. Honestly, this is just to add a balance challenge. You do not have to take this bind if you don't feel like it. Now with a flat back, let's rise up high mountain. Inhale. Exhale, hands to the heart space, right knee into the chest. Figure 4, sink down. Good. From here, let's keep that left knee bent as we kick the right leg back. Step the right foot back, plant the hands, drop the right knee, and extend the left leg behind you. Inhale, left arm reaches up to the sky, hold. And as you breathe out, let's bend the left knee. Left hand can hold the top of the left ankle, finding a little bit of a back bend as you kick the left foot into the left hand, making sure that you're engaging all the muscles along your spine and your glutes. And now let's inhale, extend, release the bind, drop your left foot, and then left arm reaches over the left ear for a stretch. On your next inhale, both arms reach up towards the sky. Exhale, side bend to the left. And then exhale, let's cartwheel both hands down to the mat. Come onto the ball of the left foot. Let's lift the right knee for 10, tap the floor. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring both knees down, tabletop. Let's tuck the toes, send the hips back and up, downward facing dog. Here you can walk your dog out, bending and straightening the legs. Now we're going to come to stillness. We're going to start with the right leg. We're going to circle it. First, bring the right leg to the left, so crossing the right leg behind the left leg, and then lift it up as high as you can, and then open up the hip, and then lower the right foot just in front of the left foot. Left leg crosses behind the right, lift it up as high as you can, open up the hip, step the left foot just in front of the right. 2 more times on each side. Right leg, trying to keep your arms straight. Left leg. 1 more time, right leg. And left leg. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Chair pose, breathe in. Exhale, airplane chair 3 times, lifting the heels, reaching the arms back. Inhale, chair. Exhale, airplane chair. Inhale, chair. Exhale, airplane chair. Now as you breathe in, left knee into the chest, left knee. Exhale, figure 4, left ankle crosses over the right. Now bent-legged warrior 3. So we're going to kick the left leg back, but keep this right leg bent. Hands can stay at the heart space. As you breathe in, let's straighten the right leg. As you breathe out, bend the right knee for 5, 4. Try to keep your hips squared. 3, 2, and 1. Step the left foot back. Inhale, reach the arms up and straighten your right leg for pyramid pose. Hinge at the hips and fold forward. Maybe flexing the right toes. On your next inhale, let's take a halfway lift. Bend the right knee, turn your left toes out for side angle pose. Left arm reaches up and over. So left arm reaches towards the top of the mat. And hold. Now as you breathe out, let's come into Skandasana, bending the right knee a lot, left leg stays straight, flex the left toes, 3 breaths. And then exhale, let's sit down on the mat. Now we're just going to bring the right foot beside the left knee. So your left leg is straight, pointing towards the back of the mat. Right foot is just beside the left knee. Left hand comes behind you. Inhale, right arm reaches up. Exhale, reach the right hand towards your left foot. And then let's wrap around the right leg, if that's accessible. And then try to fold as deeply as you can towards your left foot. And on your next inhale, we're going to keep the bind and just straighten your spine, point the right toes. All right, now let's release the right foot, release the bind. With or without the help of the hands, let's lift the hips and then lower 5 times. For 4, you can come into a full-on pistol squat if you want. 3, 2, 1. Now we're going to step the left foot to the back of the mat. And I realize that's really difficult, so you can of course use your hands or blocks. Plant the hands around your right foot, and then right leg reaches up high, 3-legged dog. Now let's come into high plank. Exhale, 3-legged chaturanga. And now we're going to circle walk the legs to the top of the mat, which is now the back of your mat. Starting with the left leg, circle the left leg up, out, and then step it just in front of the right foot. And then right leg circles, left leg circles. Remember, it's better to move a little bit slower here and pay a little bit more attention to detail rather than moving fast. Remember, the whole point of yoga is to become more aware and more connected to your body, connecting the breath to your movement, and especially your mind to your body. How do we end at the top of the mat? Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale to fold. Chair pose, breathe in. 3 times airplane chair for 3, 2, 1. Now inhale, right knee into the chest. Exhale, figure 4. Breathe in. Now let's extend the right leg back, bent-legged warrior 3. Hands can stay at the heart. Inhale, let's straighten the left leg. Exhale, bend for 5. Keeping the hips square, 4, 3. Try to keep your upper body parallel to the floor, 2, and 1. Step the right foot back. Inhale, reach the arms above your head. Straighten the left leg, inhale. Pyramid pose, exhale. Two more breaths. Now as you breathe in, halfway lift. Exhale, side angle pose. Let's turn the right toes out slightly. Right arm reaches up and then over your right ear. Try to bring as much weight as you can into your right foot. So really engaging the right leg. And then exhale, let's come into Skandasana, bending the left knee completely. Good, we're just holding this first time around, but we will go through this flow again, 1 breath to movement. So try to remember the steps that we took. Let's sit down with or without the help of the hands, and then bring your left foot beside your right knee. So we're once again facing the top of the mat. Right hand comes behind you. Inhale, left arm reaches up. Exhale, left hand tries to touch the right foot or as close as possible. And then keeping the left shoulder on the inside of the left knee. Let's wrap the arms behind the back, maybe binding the hands together. And if they don't touch, that's okay. You can do it actively as well. And now we try to fold over the right leg, squeezing navel in, reaching chest forward. Keeping the bind, let's straighten the spine, lift the left knee off the mat, look forward. And then let's release your left foot. 5 times, let's try to lift the hips with or without the help of the hands. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's step the right foot back, plant the hands, left leg rises, 3-legged dog. Now, whenever you're ready, let's come into 3-legged plank and then 3-legged chaturanga. All the way back to downward facing dog. Deep breath in through the nose, exhale through the mouth, let it go. All right, moving a little faster and adding some stuff. Inhale, let's come high on the toes, bend the knees, look forward, step or jump, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Chair, inhale. Exhale, airplane chair for 3, 2, and 1. As you breathe in, let's bring the left knee into the chest. Exhale, figure 4. Inhale, bent-legged warrior 3. Now let's extend the arms forward. Exhale, you're going to bend your left knee. Try to tap the back of the right leg. Bring the hands to heart, so little ball. And then inhale, let's straighten the right leg, warrior 3. Reach the arms forward. Exhale, bend everything, little ball. Inhale, straighten. And if this is too hard, you can do what we did the previous time, so just bending and straightening the right leg. A little ball, inhale, straighten. For 2. 1 more. Okay, now let's step the left foot back. Inhale, straighten the right leg. Exhale, reach the fingertips forward, fold, pyramid. Reach the arms back and up. Inhale with a flat back. Stand up tall. 2 more like that. Exhale, swoop the arms down, chest to thigh. Inhale, rise. 1 more. Inhale, rise. Exhale, warrior 2, breathe in. And then exhale, side angle pose. Breathe in, breathe out, skandasana. So the right leg is bent. Let's sit down. Bring your right foot against the left knee. Once again, we will wrap the arms around the right leg. Inhale here, exhale to fold. Now inhale, straighten the spine, keep the bind. Let's let go of the left hand. Left hand holds the outer blade of the right foot, so you catch it from over the foot. And then let's bring the right knee over the right shoulder or as close as possible. You can stay here, this is already a lot, or you can release your right hand on the mat. You can stay here. If you want to go further, you work on straightening the right leg, maybe looking underneath the left shoulder. And let's hold. Try to keep straightening your spine. And smile. For 2. And 1. Now let's re-bend the right knee. Plant your right hand just underneath the right knee and make sure you're squeezing the right leg. Left hand comes just beside the left hip. You have an option to maybe cross your left ankle over the right knee and then lift the hips and hold here. And if you want, you can straighten your left leg out. Let's hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. Plant the right foot. Let's come into pistol squat with or without the help of the hands. And then let's kick that left foot back with or without the help of the hands. Plant the hands. Inhale, 3-legged dog. Exhale, three-legged chaturanga. Deep breath in, downward facing dog. Exhale through the mouth, release. One more time through that flow. Inhale, come high on the toes. Bend the knees, look forward. Step or jump, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Chair, inhale. Exhale, airplane chair, keeping a point of focus for 3, 2, 1. Breathe in, right knee into the chest. Exhale, figure 4. Now bent-legged warrior 3. Exhale, right knee to left calf, hands to the heart space. Inhale, normal warrior 3. Exhale, little ball. Inhale, warrior 3. For 3, 2, nice and slow. Now this is super, super hard. And 1. Let's step the right foot back, preparing for pyramid pose, but we're not staying still. Exhale, reach the chest forward, hinging at the hips. Inhale, rise back up. Exhale, reach. Inhale, rise back up. Exhale, one more time, pyramid pose. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, warrior 2. Breathe in, breathe out, side angle. Inhale here. Exhale, skandasana. Breathe in. Exhale, sit down. Let's bring the left foot beside the right knee. I'll give you a little time to catch up here. And then we're going to once again wrap the arms around the left knee, finding a little bit of a bind. Inhaling to open up the chest. Exhale to fold over the right leg. From here, let's straighten the spine, lift the left knee. You can stay here, this is great. Or you can release the release the bind, and then the right hand holds the outer blade of the left foot. Left knee goes over the left shoulder. Maybe you work on straightening the left leg, basically compass pose, but the right leg is straight. Just make sure you go step at a time, not forcing anything, not just yanking yourself into a position. You want to feel strong in that shape, not like you're just pulling yourself there. So be patient with yourself. Now let's rebend the left knee. Maybe you just stay here and you try to keep this left leg over your right arm. Maybe you hook the right foot over the left ankle and then lean forward, lift the hips, and you can stay there or you can try to extend the right leg for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release, pistol squat. Last one, with or without the help of the hands. Let's lift the hips and then step that right foot back. That's so hard. Plant the hands. Inhale, three-legged dog. Left leg is in the air. Exhale, three-legged chaturanga. Wow, you guys did so well. That was hard. I am sweating. Let's one more time go to the top of the mat. Take a deep breath in, come high on the toes. Bend the knees, look forward. Step or float, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale, we're just going to sit on the heels, so come onto your toes and then sit on the heels, lifting the chest. Now, one of my favorite things to build strength in the ankles, but also a lot of core, we're going to lean back and bring the knees down to the mat. Try to bring them as delicately as possible. And then let's bring the heels down. Once again, bring the knees. You can use blocks here. Really great to support you. And then little by little, try to take your weight off of your hands. If you can touch the floor with your fingertips, you can also just use the floor. And let's move back and forth a few more times. And then the next time you bring your knees, try to hold before they touch the floor. So right about there, and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring your heels down and let's sit down. Butterfly pose, soles of the feet touching, knees wide apart. Let's interlace the hands around the feet. Deep breath in, lengthen your spine. Exhale to fold. And now we're going to do 3 rounds of PNF. So you're going to try to push your knees apart with your elbows and then bring them together with the strength of your legs. 5 seconds. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release, fold. And then again, push the knees apart. Try to bring them together. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. One more time. Push. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Then we're going to do the opposite, so trying to bring them together with the hands and then the knees push down for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. And then again, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. One more time. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then release. And notice if you can go just a tiny, tiny bit further into your stretch, or maybe the stretch just feels a little bit more comfortable. Again, we're not looking for like massive differences, but trying to pay attention to the subtle things. And then from here, we're going to come all the way down to the back, bringing the knees together, 1 vertebra at a time. Come all the way down. Let's bring the knees into the chest. Maybe rock side to side. And we're going to take a twist. Both knees go over to the right. Either the left leg can stay bent, or the right hand can hold the outer blade of the left foot for a T-band stretch. And let's hold here. Try to keep your left shoulder blade grounded. And let's come back through center. And then both knees go over to the left. Straighten your right leg. Left hand holds the outer blade of the right foot. Let's come back through center. Hug the knees into the chest. Give yourself a big hug. Maybe lift your forehead up to your knees for 3. Squeeze. 2, 1. And then exhale. Let it all go. Savasana. Extending your legs out in front of you, the arms alongside the body. Let's take a deep breath in through the nose. And exhale through the mouth. One more deep inhale. And release. Allow yourself to relax completely, giving yourself this very, very well-deserved rest, giving your body the chance to recuperate, to allow everything to sink in. This is where strength is built. Just as much as it is during the workout, it is also important to give your body the time to rest afterwards. Try to tune in and see if you can feel after effects of the practice in the body, especially in the legs since they worked so hard today. And you can start deepening the breath and wiggling the toes and fingertips, taking your time to stretch in any direction that feels good. We will eventually meet in a comfortable seat, but if you have more time today and you want to stay in Savasana a little longer, please don't feel pressured to come out. If you're seated or if you're still in Savasana, take this time to check in with yourself and notice how you're feeling. Take this time to thank your body for the practice, to thank your legs for having carried you through. And as you breathe in, let's reach the arms above the head. Exhaling, let's bring the hands to the heart space. You can go ahead and rub the hands together. And then let's cover the eyes with the hands. You can blink the eyes open, removing the hands away from the face. And namaste. Thank you so much for joining me for today's practice. I hope that you loved it. If you did, please let me know in the comments. And of course, if you are not already subscribed, I would really appreciate you doing so. It really supports my channel. So thank you so much. Have a wonderful week, and I will see you next Monday.